Hey guys.
Folks, friends, Pope Francis, we're here to check out the latest from Amon Amarth, the great Heathen army. By the way, they have a new album coming out August 5th, if I'm not mistaken, on Metal Blade Records. Check that out, pre-order, sign up, do whatever it is that the fuck you guys gotta do, but don't miss the boat. That album is already on my inbox. I haven't heard it yet because we're gonna record this video, and I didn't want to spoil it.
Yeah.
I didn't want to spoil my enjoyment of listening to this song for the first time with you guys. So, but the album is on my inbox. I'm going to be spending the rest of this weekend listening to it because next week I have a little bit of an interview lined up. Ooh, yes. With one of the guys from this said Heathen army. All right. You ready?
I'm always ready.
Okay, fuck. Let's do this. Oh, yeah. Hit me. Fuck, the Ginger Kid won? Ah. What a soulless bastard. It's got me thinking about an Amon Amarth version of Monopoly. You know, you stepped in my property. Pay for your pillaging and...
Pay for your sins.
You know, pay for your...
Baptize one of your characters. You stepped in Northumbria. Baptize one of your characters. Or pay a fine.
Or pay a fine. Or have sex with Uhtred of bed and breakfast, which pretty much gets you killed.
So basically it's death.
Let's just face the facts. He finished the show without a wife. And the last one that he poked, she ended up dying of like some disease, which was the princess that then became the queen, you know, the sister of the other guy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about. Like, I don't know her name. They all had like Umfred and Umfred and
Stan.
Antfred and Alfred.
There were a
and
lot of
fuck
stands.
Freds.
There were a lot of stands.
Fuck. My God. Uhtred of bed and breakfast. It was somewhere in that map, by the way, where he was from.
Northumbria?
Was he from Northumbria?
He was not from Northumbria. From somewhere else.
I think he was from Northumbria, because Mercia is where the other guy was from.
Yeah.
The king that kept pimping him out to fight.
He was Bedinburgh.
Yeah, bed and breakfast. I know.
I don't know if I didn't see Bedinburgh.
Yeah, it was somewhere there. Buddenborough,
Sorry, I know. Yeah.
Whatever.
Sorry, I'm watching Vikings, and you finished Last Kingdom, so we're both.
You haven't seen Last Kingdom the last season?
I haven't seen the last season.
Oh fuck! You gotta watch that shit. Fuck! You gotta watch that shit. Anyways.
I'm just with Northumbria right now.
Okay. So anyhow, what do you think about this song?
The song is different, man.
It is different.
It's very different.
It's very different.
Very different.
But having said that, the 3 singles have all been kind of
They've
different.
all been kind of different, but you know what we were missing in this song?
Cowbell?
Oh, I thought you were going to say a breakdown.
It's either...
One of the two.
It was 50-50 here. I had a 50-50 shot.
I was missing a lot in the song was the classic
Amon Amarth riff?
Chug.
Yeah! Okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one. Because that's the first thing that I noticed. I'm like, this doesn't sound like
chug with this...
With more melodic.
Like they replaced it with more of like a, you know, guitar melody, you know...
A more traditional melodic death metal sound.
Yeah, very... This song itself, other than the vocals, if you played this song...
Oh, if you play the song without the vocals? Without vocals.
Without
just play the instrumental. I'm never in a million years I'm going to guess...
Maybe it's a different band that has like... It's inspired by Amon Amarth, but not Amon Amarth.
I'm not going to guess Amon Amarth, not in a million years.
Yeah.
I'm going to throw a lot of bands at you. Amon Amarth is not going to be one of them.
Bands that I just make up on the spot because I don't even know the name of the band.
Like whatever. But I'm definitely not going to throw Amon Amarth at you.
Amon Amarth is the last band I'm
because
throwing
that chug is not there.
The chug is not there.
The chug is not there.
That chug is what indicates that you're listening to Amon Amarth.
1,000%.
Either that chug or multiple different chugs creating the Amon Amarth, you know,
massive
wall.
chug.
Yeah.
The chug wall.
The chug wall.
Yeah, the Heathen chug wall. I agree. If you take the vocals out, it's going to be really hard for me to spot this as being Amon Amarth.
Yeah, and you know, it's something we said a lot.
But all 3 singles were different. But I feel like this one is the most different
out of all of them.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah.
Because we've always said in the past that if you play any Amon Amarth song, I'll know exactly that it's Amon Amarth from the first note. This is the one song I will not know.
This one is the Latino working at Abercrombie and Fitch.
Oh my!
That's of the 3 singles. That's what this one is.
It's the one Latino working at Abercrombie and Fitch. And he's not even like the one out. He's not the models. He's the, what do they call them? The Impact?
Impact.
The Impact.
Yeah. I think they changed all of that, by the way. That was back in the day.
Well,
when they were racist.
Abercrombie and Fitch is not.
Well, they're still around.
They're still around.
Yeah, they're still around. But
it's a dying breed.
Well, you know, but I think they're having a comeback now with making America great again and whatever. So maybe they want to make Abercrombie and Fitch great again. I mean, not that they were ever great.
They weren't really great to begin with.
I know. They stunk. Like, seriously, the fucking store smelled. Anyhow.
They placed it next to Bath and Body Works all the time because you'd have to go into
one compensates for the other.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, one kind of compensates for the other.
It smells like shit, but I get a hint of like...
Lavender.
Of lavender, yeah.
I get a hint of lavender.
Of like cocoa butter.
So this one is the Latino at the Abercrombie and Fitch store. So what do you make of it then? Because we can all sit here, and I'm sure the guys at home are like, yeah, we all agree, like it is different. It does sound different.
But do you like it?
But you like the question is, do you like it?
I mean, not as much. I think I like the song, not as much as other Amon Amarth songs.
I think it's one of those cases that if you play this without vocals, and you ask me, do you like the melody? Do you like the riff? I'm like, fuck yeah, this sounds amazing. Who is it? Amon Amarth. I hated it.
Exactly. Because you expect so much from Amon Amarth.
Because you expect the chug.
You expect the chug.
You want the chug.
But that's not it. I feel like this is a good song, but Amon Amarth standards.
This is like a B-side track.
It's a B-side track, yeah. It's a good track.
I'm afraid I'm on the same boat as you.
I can like, you can even see our faces, and
I enjoyed it. I fucking loved it.
I was chugging along with the song.
I enjoyed
the chug that I wanted in the song, but still,
enjoyed it.
I enjoyed the song, but after sitting back, after I just drank my little wine, I'm letting it hit every single millionth a taste bud just to see if I'm truly in there, and then I give you my answer.
You're supposed to spit it after, not swallow.
Well, there's also ice cream guys. The people who taste ice cream at ice cream.
Is that a thing?
Factories? Yeah. There's a video of he takes perfect teaspoon, he puts it on his tongue.
I need that job. A fat boy needs that job.
Definitely.
And by a fat boy, I don't mean any fat boy. I mean me. I'm putting myself out there. You know what I mean? I am a little bit on the husky side.
But after sitting back, and then it's like
marinating it.
It's like, this is a good wine, but
dude,
how much is it aged? And then it's not like aged as wine should be.
I think
that's the thing. I'm trying to compare it to that. It's a good song, but Amon Amarth standards, it's a B-side track.
Yeah, I agree with you. To me, there's only two things on this song. And I'm not saying I don't like that melody.
No.
But I want that melody, but I still want the chug behind it.
But the chug behind... Listen, we're not like, oh, there's no chug, there's no meat. No, it's because Amon Amarth songs are also very thick, and this song was not thick.
There's only two things of this song that there are still your Amon Amarth standard. The vocals and the drums.
Yeah.
The vocals, because the drums were thick.
But the drums were thick,
and the vocals are always the vocals.
They were thick, but they weren't like thick.
No, they were thick. They just didn't have. They didn't have birthing hips. They were thick, but they didn't have birthing hips.
Exactly.
But it's kind of hard to be
thick by yourself as a drummer.
Well, you can only be so thick. I mean, because the guitars are not really helping you. The guitars are driving.
The guitars are the wings that you need to keep that thickness going.
The wall on this Heathen Army was very thin.
Very thin. For a song called
The Great Heathen Army.
The song wasn't that great.
The song is
compared
it's light.
It's very light, yeah.
I think if you're going to have a song called The Great Heathen Army, the song has to be more thundering.
It has to be such a big song, because this song also wasn't as big as normal Amon Amarth tracks.
No, it has to sound like the Heathen Army is marching towards you.
The Heathen
Army was like fucking at
this is the Spartan with the gut in the
Spartan with the gut
in the 300.
Was there one?
No, but
that was the one with the hunchback.
Definitely, he was the one Spartan who couldn't out-Spartan the other Spartans. He was the first one to go in that scenario.
All right, but he's the one that fucked them all over. Let's not forget that.
Exactly.
Let's not forget that.
So,
because you're only as strong as your weakest link.
As your weakest link, and this is the weakest link.
Of the three singles.
Yes, this is the weakest link. Probably out of a lot, I think out of every Amon Amarth song that I've listened to, this is definitely my weakest link.
Wow! Words have been said.
Definitely.
The gauntlet has been thrown.
Dude, even I
fucking enjoyed it though.
I enjoyed it, but this song is a big I enjoyed it but moment.
I also thought that the video at the end, the kids should have turned into Vikings.
I thought it was very Stranger Things.
I had
the font and everything.
Yeah, I had a little bit of a Stranger Things vibe with a ginger.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got that vibe too. I got a little bit of that vibe.
Anyway, man, it's a good song, but am I gonna go out of my way to listen to this song? There's 30,000 Amon Amarth songs that sit right in front of this.
Step in the Ring is way better than this one.
Step in the Ring is 10 times better than this.
Yeah, even though it has nothing to do with Vikings,
but I'd still go back to the other albums and listen to songs before this one.
Yeah. Berserker was a great album, top to bottom.
Top to bottom, that album was flawless.
Yeah.
Flawless.
Yeah, I agree. That album was really good. Fuck, that album was really good.
That album was...
I don't think I gave that album
as much
credit as I should have.
That album is one of the albums I go back to, once in a while. Not once in a while.
Pursuit of Vikings, they have so many good albums. I think you like Jum's Viking a lot more than I do.
Viking, because I listened to that one. That was the first...
That's a concept album, so maybe you follow...
I listened to the entire album, and that was before that we were really, really into Amon Amarth. We only did a couple videos on the channel at that time. And I downloaded the entire album, and I listened to the entire album. That's why I like that album a lot. But
I think the album perhaps was your main.
That was my main bread and butter for a while.
No, it was your as far as a full album is concerned. I think that's your first introduction to Amon Amarth. As far as a full album goes.
Okay. I go. Obviously, we went back, but Berserker, top to bottom, really good album. I go back and listen to the singles sometimes, but there's always that, once every month. I listen to the singles, every day. But once every month, I always go back and I listen to the entire album, because that album, I feel like it was never given its due.
I don't think I gave that album its due, because it's hard. Like, when you have albums so good, like Pursuit of Vikings, Twilight of the Thunder Gods,
obviously,
like when you have albums,
when you see that album, every song could have been a single.
Every song could have been a single, and I don't think I gave that album its dues, and I think it's because you always like. You have always a foot on the past, and you're always comparing with what came before. But, now looking back, I think that album deserves a lot more love than at least than what I gave it. It deserves a lot more love.
Yeah.
But this song, I enjoyed it. I liked it. I vibed to it. But
out of the Amon Amarth camp, it's very weak.
Yeah, I have to say, I tend to agree with you. I hate to say it.
It's the kickboxer who misses leg day. It's very... he's getting knocked out in his next fight.
Oh, fuck. Today, this guy's on fire, man. This guy's on fire today. All right. I hate to say it because I love Amon Amarth. And I hate to say it, but for as much as I enjoy it...
if you look... you enjoy it in the moment, but...
I enjoy it in the moment because it's fresh. I'm listening to it for the first time.
Exactly.
But now if I go in and listen to it again, it's probably a skip.
If you go listen to it again, you're going to be like... What song's after this? And then you go and you check, and it's like a better Amon Amarth song.
It's an interesting... The funny part is...
This song is good.
The song is good, but the other funny part is this. Everybody complains about how every Amon Amarth song sounds exactly the same. And now here they are putting a song that's very different. And here we are complaining
But we never complained that they sound the same. We actually enjoyed the fact that they sound similar.
Because these guys are sitting at home right now. It's like, we can't win.
We can't win.
We can't win. We can't win.
Guys, in the eyes of us, we didn't care about,
we
the
love
similarity.
the chug.
We love the chug. Just keep the chug. Make the chug. The chug makes it.
The chug makes
it. The chug is what keeps this.
It's what brings all the boys to the yard.
Definitely, the chug is what keeps Amon Amarth songs thick.
Yeah,
and
it is.
And you need their songs to be thick because their songs thick represent. It plays into the whole Viking stuff.
Yeah, it's
and
true.
when it's thin, it's. I don't know.
It's like making Shield Wall a ballad.
Yeah, like what the
fuck? Like, really, Shield Wall a ballad? Like what? Are we being trolled here? Like, I don't know. A little bit like that. I feel it's a little bit like that. All right.
But they're going in different... I'm telling you, the next song
is going to sound like, what the fuck is
the next song is going to sound like Steven Seagal's.
Like I said, I have the album. I haven't listened to it. I'm super fucking intrigued because all three were very different.
Yeah, but all three were very different. But...
Dude, very different. When it comes to Amon Amarth, I don't think I've heard three singles that different.
I'm both excited and scared to hear this album.
Well... I'll tell you tomorrow.
Please tell me.
Okay. All right. On that note, guys, thank you for watching this video. We'll see you guys at the next one.
See ya.